man.
This meeting is being recorded.
And we're back with part 2. Amazing. So here, what do you guys think Joe should do?
I want to know one quick thing before we go. Has Alsman been pushing his big stack around with high ICM pressure yet? If not, let's open.
Okay, it's
But
a
if you
fold
push
on the
around-
chart, but it's like 1 pip off. I think we were playing like pocket threes here. Anyhow,
Only 100 hands in. There's still got to be a long way to go. So
Great.
no ICM yet.
oh noes. Look at this, guys. Does
This is
this
still
not
registration.
look like the greediest 3-bet in the world?
Oh my god, I saved this to the wrong disc.
It's small, but
Please,
he's giving us
please
set
don't.
mining odds.
Who wants the cooler pocket kings?
I want to point out that we do not have set money odds here,
3.6, we do not have set mining odds. You're right, but we're in
No.
position.
but we're in position. We're literally set mining or like
But-
we're gonna bluff our range.
Look at this greedy side.
Alright, stupid question. How do you determine you don't have set mining odds right here, given this scenario?
10 to 1, we want 10 to 1. But with the thick, with
Right.
the 6 big blinds in there ready?
You would have to have 50 big blinds.
You can get a full double up here.
No, we don't need 50. We need 3.2. We need
You're good.
32 big blinds to win. And there's our we will have 24 left and there will be 12 in the pot. Do it. We have set mining odds.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah,
Okay. And
Count
what
the
do you
money
guys think
spot.
about the open? How often do you think we should open here?
Low to no frequency.
ICM, I'm never opening.
we're
Yeah,
not
like-
ICM
Yeah.
excited.
This
Yeah,
is still
it's
a
a very
registration.
extremely low frequency open. So when we get 3-bet, this is an easy fold now.
I see him.
And let's see the HUD just for fun.
See.
So this
I'm not
guy
opening And to
ne-
fold it for this.
never 3-bets before.
One hand.
One hand, yeah. Okay.
So according to the charts, we're folding pocket fours here.
Yeah,
ICM though, we're folding pocket sevens.
This is
Yeah,
not an
but-
ICM spot.
not
I
yet. We have 650 hands to go. We have 100 now. And
Still 200 hands before we get into ICM.
This hand is like miles before any ICM pressure.
Yeah, even in Chippy V, this is a straight fold. Like we're just not.
yeah, even the opening, it was not even opening, but you know, like
So,
taking a pip wider just to like exploit and try to steal a blind. I think that's always gonna be good.
so my only question is to you, Vince. If you open twos, and you decide to do this open and you face this action, does it now become profitable to continue with this hand?
I think not, because we need to have
Versus
fold.
that sizing? That sizing? That's insane.
I mean, like against the regular sizing, we're folding up to pocket fives. So like, why am I trying to defend pocket deuces here for what a discount of 1 big blind? Who cares?
Bingo, fold, click fold.
Well, I'm the kind of guy that loves discounts.
Bruh.
Market shopper.
Bruh. Bruh.
Like we're owning ourselves here. I think just a little
Alright,
bit.
so let me just look at.
You,
something.
okay, how about I put it this way? Okay, we're calling here looking for trouble.
Oh, yeah,
Can we agree on that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
I
gonna
agree.
come like,
Oh,
it's gonna
we're
come like
looking for
6-5-4, and we're gonna be
Looking for
like, we have a
trouble.
draw.
Sure.
We have
I'm
a
always
draw.
looking for trouble.
Okay, but we can certainly do this. Change our hands from deuces to fours and see what we do. And we
Four
can
would
even
be
change the
opening.
SPR. I mean, no, after our open, because
We're folding pocket fours. I'm looking at the chart.
we're doing
folding
open pocket fours against the correct size of 3-bet, right?
Yes,
Okay,
we're folding some pocket fives at the correct.
right. So make our stacks a little bit bigger so that the stack to pot ratio is the same.
Yeah,
against
but hang
sizing.
on. Yeah, this is an 8 big blind 3-bet.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whereas this is a 5.
yeah,
So like these hands are gonna go in. and say we open deuce because it's not.
Yep.
a- So for the times we open deuce, if we account for the smaller size, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think?
If you're out for trouble, then I agree with the
I'm
call.
always out for
If we're
trouble.
asking for like what
100% of the
doing,
game I
right?
play, I'm
He
looking. for
made a
trouble.
small, a fishy 3-bet, so I'm calling and spiking the set and getting all his chips.
Damn right.
Looking for a date
And,
at
and,
Walmart.
and if we were out of position, we fold.
If he wants to make it 7 here or whatever, I'll fold, but he's gonna make it this, I'm gonna set mine. And he's gonna pay for it. 1 out of 8 times or whatever it is, he's gonna wish he didn't do it.
Joe decides to make him pay.
Yes,
Oh,
that's how you play poker.
I'm talking about.
You guys should try flopping sets more.
Don't fucking raise, don't fucking click it back from the small blind, cause you're gonna get fucked when I hit.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man.
I don't
That was from the.
I think we just
It's
called.
fucking right.
So we just call here?
Yeah, we
Oh,
call.
yeah.
Can still get it all in without.
Yeah,
fighting.
he's gonna jam
Oh,
turn.
no, the action.
He definitely has a flush every time, every time.
Now I'm
he
like,
has a
this
flush.
fucking fish is just gonna fucking get me.
Of a set, it's low SPR, flush or not, we're putting the money in.
Yeah, we're going.
We're not folding until the 4th diamond comes. You want to jam here though, or do you want to bet?
Can't raise now because you could just have it. I don't think we get the raise now.
I think we get to bet here because
Oh,
We're
we
check,
totally
he
get to bet.
checks.
Oh, he checked? Yeah, I'll bet.
I think if
Yeah.
you bet here and he has a hand like pocket like queens with the queen of diamond, ace jack with the ace of diamond, you know.
Just
pocket
shipping it.
Kings, pocket ace, all the big hands, he's gonna be put in a very tough spot if we bet around like half of his stack here.
I'm putting him in. It's less than his
I don't-
19
I
bigs
don't-
is less than 2/3,
I
right?
don't like shoving because we're too strong.
But like, he has
No,
like,
I think we have to shove for protection.
no, he has like kings with a king of diamond, he's
I really
calling.
like
Like, he
to bet
has
around,
to call.
10 big blinds here. That's what I would bet.
No, that's insane. If you're betting 10, you should be betting like 4, right?
Oh, I don't.
I don't
like
think 10 is a thing.
I
I don't think
get
10 is a thing.
half of his stack. He's gonna have
That's
like.
insane, man.
5 and it'll be
Going into the-
35.
Dude, you're going into the river with an SPR of 0.2.
Yeah,
No,
no.
because he's gonna raise.
We should just put it in because we don't mind if he calls, if he has kings with a diamond.
Oh,
And we don't
exactly, we love
mind
that
if he
call.
folds.
We don't mind if he
so
folds.
we don't mind. I think we just put the money in. The hand is vulnerable enough, I think.
So how many offsuit combos do you think he's 3-betting from the small blind here? It's not a lot. So it's like, if he has a flush, I mean, he's gonna have some offsuit 10X, but like, there's a chance he already has a flush. He's gonna have some overpairs with a diamond that are gonna continue bluffing. I don't think I'm ever like betting him in here. I'm gonna let him just bluff his face off.
Except what, if the diamond comes on the river, 2 terrible things happen. One is you can't bet, you might be beat, and he doesn't call you.
So,
And he still has to call with his pet, like his jack, right? Like stuff like that.
if he
You
had a
can't-
diamond on the
I
turn,
mean, just put it
Already
in the
got a
solver and
Then he folds. That's what I mean, you make no, the diamond is an action killer or it kills you. And I'm not arguing about which it is. I'm saying it's one or the other.
to make it a
Yeah,
I think we have to go
Make it a
broke and I'd
different
rather
hand.
get it in while I think I'm mostly ahead.
So how many bluffs does he have when you take that line, Ken?
How many bluffs does who have? Me?
No, how many bluffs does Villain have when you decide to put it in?
He has no bluffs.
How many bluffs does he have when you check?
Well, it depends, but he could have some. He could have quite a few.
Just speaking in frequency, he's
Sure.
gonna have full frequency.
I'm not
bluff.
too about his bluff at this
He's
point.
gonna have,
because it's a
he's gonna have
3-bet.
hands with equity that can't, a lot of hands with equity that aren't. even
Yeah,
gonna get-
I'm more worrying about like protecting my equity against like ace king with a diamond.
Well, I mean, so do you think if you jam here, ace king with the diamonds folding?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No, but we're stacking them.
that's what
right?
I'm saying. I
Wait.
don't mind if he calls with that hand. I don't mind if he folds it. That's
Right?
why I
Now
want to
you
put
flop
it
it
in
now,
because
you're
the
not-
hand is vulnerable enough. I think the easier way to do it is just you could just put it in the solver, make it the lowest pair we call, and put a similar board out and similar action and see what the
Yeah.
solver wants to
I
do
mean,
on the turn.
That's fair. I've got three bet sim probably very similar to this. It's just at
Like
20.
if the solver wants to call sevens, we flop set of sevens, make it a similar board. See if the solver wants to put it in.
If we are so afraid of the flush, why didn't we raise the flop?
Because we were trying to induce.
We're in position and on the flop, look at the SPR.
Yeah, it's a low SPR. I mean, that's what I mean. We're gonna
Like,
mostly go
one-
broke, but at some point I wanna get it in while I still have a good chance of being ahead.
So it's gonna be very easy for us to be all in by the river. SPR is already 1 point something.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's kinda where I'm at.
I went out looking for trouble. Now we found it. So like
Yeah, exactly.
In game, I'm betting exactly 8.45 and it's probably wrong, but I know that's what I do. Cause I've
No,
seen.
I like it. I like I would bet 10 big blinds here and like to make the guy believe he has some fold equity when he shoves it.
Yeah, well, 10 seems a little high for.
Why would you think?
Why
you
would he have any
fold
fold
equity?
equity?
Like there's 40 big blinds out there, and you have 10.
yeah,
Alright.
You're
this is
literally just
really an
kicking call
experiment.
with a diamond. You're literally just clicking call with 8-6 with one diamond or something.
I don't
garbage.
know, guys, but it is my perception that when I bet this size here, people stuff it and believe I'm gonna fold because
They
I'm
did.
always
Yeah, no,
calling and the thing they show me is like they're bluffing basically when they jump.
What?
You really should run this
What?
spot at 20
Yeah.
and kind of look at it.
I'm sorry, you're lagging.
Me?
Nope.
No.
He's stupid. Like I don't.
I love this hand. I love this.
Lagging.
I want this. I'm fine if he has the flush, I'm fine with it.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I don't
Are
know
we
what to
saying
do. Like,
that this
I would,
hand
I
is,
hope someone's running it, cause I mean, I think I would jam. I don't know what we're supposed to do. So, but I would jam.
like I'm pretty sure we're supposed to jam here.
That's what I would.
If we arrive
I'm
here
sure
with
we're supposed to jam here.
pocket deuces. Let's say we have pocket fives. Like I'm pretty sure we're supposed to jam here. Because like pocket fives is the lowest pair that we're flatting with pre, right?
And giving him equity, the hand is like what I see from the solver. It's if the hand is vulnerable, it wants to put a lot of money in. If it's good now, outdrawn, it wants to put money in. And I think this fits the bill.
I think also if he has like ace of diamonds and like ace of diamonds king, he probably has to call off on the turn anyway.
Do you guys want to take a break after this hand to see that ace queen cash hand? Or you want me to just put in the chat?
No, let's look at it after this.
Okay, I have it up when we're ready.
Thanks, Tim. Oh, we have it. Perfect.
My solver won't run it because it's not GTO.
With pocket threes, you have to change the initial range. We'll give ourselves pocket threes here.
Yeah, we're fish.
What do you mean? We have it.
We
Look
have
at it. Call it anything.
Oh, did we have it? Oh, because we had a sliver of deuces there anyway. Okay. All
The
right.
pocket three just calls on the flop. That was for sure expected.
Yeah, I was good with the call.
Me
but,
too.
like,
The 5 of spade comes around.
Oh yeah, definitely. On this low SPR, you like get more spicy with your top pair and your two pairs. Sets can
I
slow play.
knew it. I told you guys,
That's small.
bet small and make the guy
Yes.
believe he has full equity.
Your
I wanna-
this is not the
Okay,
correct
but-
SPR.
Okay, but you also don't have the option that one, given the super low SPR, I want an option of like bet 20%, you know?
I also wanna
This
point
is
out that
bet
checking is
30%.
definitely a thing.
This is 30.
15%. Let's see 15%.
Oh my god, Tim.
What's
I
the
think
thing?
checking is the thing. I just like with the worst set possible and like all the draws available.
40
like,
big blinds though.
Yeah,
Not at 40. Like at 30, where I'm just ripping it.
Not playing 40. Oh,
We're
were we?
playing 40 for the right SPR, given the sizing.
Yeah, I guess we were.
40?
and instead of low jack, you know, I picked low jack. But like we're hijack here, so it's really close.
But the principle is the same here,
Probably.
is that we're not shoving this and we're checking it way more than I thought ever.
I'm not surprised because we could just be beat too. I just like, and
You
I don't
it's
think they
betting
worry about
here?
protecting their hand as much as like I worry about that shit. I don't know that the solver cares.
I don't know, I see a majority bet here.
Wait a minute, is it?
But that's the only set that's majority
Along with
betting.
the one
That's-
The other
that's
ones
with
have
spades.
are mixing.
If we don't have the 3 of spades, which we don't, it's, you know, because the way it does it,
Alright, yeah, sure,
it all checks.
sure.
Ugh, I don't want to check here.
I'm not gonna check.
Anyway, this is great. Let's call this river.
Sorry, this is a majority check. Is that the consensus here?
With, without
Let's check
that
it, I
part of
believe
the
it.
suit, yeah, but, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
if you
know
look
what
at-
happens with pocket, okay, so it's on the board.
What did
Fives and fives and sevens are also checking a fair bit here too, right? For the other sets.
What's the difference between the light green and the dark green in that? Oh, it's the next.
Equity,
So who checked? Galen? Is that it? Is he the only one checking?
Yeah, he was the only one checking.
Never
Threes is-
checking. Never
Bottom,
checking.
bottom set's the one that it wants to bet the most.
Can
I really want to see this. sim
Sorry,
with like
can you
a-
go
like a
back
bet 2
to-
big blinds?
to
Bet 4 big
the
blinds.
EV?
to the what?
What's the EV difference of checking and betting? For pocket threes here.
The difference is with a bigger SPR, we do
Pretty
have room for a
close.
small bet. I'm not so sure it's gonna do it, with a smaller SPR. It
Like,
might just pure check.
Checking it is not bad here. It's all close.
That's when you check behind that, this never happens.
Gee, straights get there now too, but he's not 3-betting. He's not gonna have, I guess he could have queen. Nah, he-
So, just for shits and giggles,
And
when
nine,
you
he's
check
got
that,
10.
what does his range do? On the river.
I think what you're getting at is like he can have bluffs, which
Yeah,
I agree
mostly
with.
checks.
He checks sevens.
But like we
More
still
so,
get to stack
just
so
like,
much money.
his range is probably gonna wanna polarize on the river.
The good thing is he's checking stuff that beats us.
Yeah, but we're betting on that river. When we check, we're betting our 3s on the river if he checks to us.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then he can just snap us off with his sets of 7s and 8s and. Well, else has he got? Has he got flushes?
Did he checks?
I don't think he checked many flushes.
Oh, he blasted it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, he check raised on the turn.
yeah.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, come on, they're not gonna show us the river?
And where
It
you at?
was pocket kings.
Are you
Alright.
guys serious?
Perfect. Pocket kings,
He
yay.
got the diamond as well.
I don't remember if he had a diamond.
Kings.
Nope.
Of course he did. I mean, he
Um,
had ace, king, and that's it. Ace, king.
What a shock. He clicks it from the small blind. What's he show up with? Kings. Like, it's like,
Super greedy 3.
I would have
bet.
never guessed it in a million years. He's got a hand like that.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I said.
He paid.
Let's go
for
crack
his
some
queen.
kings.
They think they're so
His
fucking tricky.
range, you know,
Good call, man.
I'm pretty sure. if
Yeah,
you
but
did like
Ken, let me ask you this. If you have kings here, are you ripping it then? Are you flatting it? If you're flatting it, you're still getting stacked here, right?
No, I'm making a regular size raise.
I'm gonna raise, like, yeah, I'm gonna raise bigger. I'm gonna go like 7.5.
Yeah, and then the 2s are gonna fold. The whole reason we called was because it was so small.
Yeah,
Which is what kings want.
pretty sweet hand here. Woo! Alright,
Villain is a minus 20% ROI, net loss of $10,000. Just in case you're wondering.
alright.
A shark scope.
Go ahead and show us the hand.
Alright, sounds good. Share screen. Basically, it's pretty much exactly what you guys said. Let's go back to the root. So I gave him low jack ranges. He's actually UCG +2, but that won't radically change things. The EV starts off, his EV's out of a 65 pot, his EV's 30. Mine in position is 35. So I'm yep. He should be protecting his range a lot since it's since he's out of position and since he has a range disadvantage. So like he should be checking aces a lot, checking kings a lot, checking ace queen a lot. Anyway, he checks. We're basically correct with motion. A lot of betting small here. That was my first instinct. I was like, I don't really know what my big bet strategy is. I think Louis, I think
Sizing up for
you-
value.
there's a small amount, like ace queen specifically can find a sliver.
More like pocket queens wanna size up here, right?
Pocket queens can find a sliver. So like it's there a little bit, but it's not huge. It's interesting to me how much I bet trash. I bet king 6 suited every time. I bet a6 suited like a lot. Bunch of these backdoors. I bet.
You bet it even without a backdoor sum, the ace six.
Right? I mean, it's like I really bet a lot. I check of like ace 5.
It's like
Alright.
this range is good for you and you bet your range.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, it's,
And you
I have
bet
a
the
range
wor-
advantage, so I push it a little bit.
Right, and you bet the worst fives.
That's right. Yep,
7, 5,
and then
7.
check ace 5. Check ace 5. Okay, so we bet 21. He's not raising a ton here. He does raise like his overpairs and ace queen for value, basically. And then some bluffs. He raises some queens for value, but he's calling and folding a lot more.
And look at all his nines.
So
Look at all those nines. He has no offsuit nines. He has all the suited nines,
yeah,
and they all call.
Yep.
So
ace
there-
9, king
where his
9,
line was,
10,
there.
9.
Yep.
Yep. So he calls, turn is a 9 completing the rainbow. He checks literally 100%. I was not crazy in finding a big bet here. Ace queen finds some big bets for sure. King queen does not, right? Never, like never ever. But ace queen can get in there for 3/4. My queens wants to go for it. My nines wants to go for it, and and my 9x wants to go for it.
What's
So
the
okay,
question, just on the readout there? If you look at any one of the ace queens, we see the large bet with ace of spades, queen of diamonds, and then mostly checking. What's the dark green below it?
The equity.
No, I mean,
yeah, yeah, that's the
what
equity.
is that, what does the equity show? What does that green show? Oh, just that it's a profitable.
Exactly, it's like telling you it's you're betting it because you're ahead.
Okay,
How many chips you make?
great. So we check this 3/4 of the time and bet it 1/4. And this time we bet.
It's also interesting on the flop, we had something like 55+% equity at the pot. At this point, we have 54 equity out of a 107 pot. So once we've bet and called, we're actually almost at 50%. So we're gonna polarize for sure.
Yeah.
Top pair, top kicker plus, and then bluffs.
Right.
So
Yes.
we
actually
played,
have
we
a
go
few more
big.
nines than he does too.
Sorry, I
Exactly.
had a lot of hands going on. What happened on the turn?
Turn
bet big.
in position, the button bets big, which is allowed, but it's a minority play. It's like you do it 30% of the time.
Right, so when the 9 pairs, it's better for his range and we probably wanna slow down here because of what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna be
He
checking.
has a
Yes
check,
and-
though.
Yes
weird.
and
Yes and no,
I
but-
don't think that the 9 improves his range.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
we
He
betting-
doesn't have that many nines.
we have the same amount of nines because we have all the suited nines and we have suited 8-9 and suited 7-9. He doesn't have
Oh,
suited
that's-
7-9, but he
No,
has
because
suited.
we checked a lot of them.
You bet the flop though. You don't bet the flop with all those nines. You don't have all
Yeah.
those.
But I mean, you kind of do.
Yeah, you do.
You bet.
Alright,
Yeah,
Do
you have a
square
lot of
size
them.
proportional to weight. Do square size proportional to weight.
Yep. So yeah, so you bet a bunch of them.
Yep.
So like but he even was not supposed to check all of his. So anyway, you call, you go into the turn. Here's what he has. He checks. And yeah, I mean, we have nines. We have a lot of ace nine and king nine.
what were those numbers a second ago? Yeah, then,
EV.
156% EV, nice. Alright,
No,
I mean,
150.
yeah. Yep, EV and chips. Yeah, because I'm expected to keep
Okay.
barreling, and if he has king nine, he's way ahead.
cool.
Yep. More EV of more than 100% of the pot with trips there. Yep. So anyway, we go big. He does have a raising range here. No, not really, barely. So he picked a size that the solver doesn't really do. The solver barely goes to 347. He kind of went closer to like 213. We'll pretend like it's a thing. A full square size out. So when he does, my ace queen is a 20 chip call, 20 chip profitable. So, you know, for like 5% of the pot, you have to call.
Right.
You don't love it, but you are calling. And river was a jack, which does complete a couple bluffs. King 10, if he ever happens to have taken this way. And he basically jams.
No,
And ace queen folds.
He bets pot.
Yeah, the bet sizing is just a little bit off.
Yeah.
Because his turn raise was smaller.
Right.
So,
Okay. But yeah.
yeah,
but-
pretend.
Yep. So,
And it's ace queen is torching if it calls the river. So it's a profitable call on the turn. If he has bluffs, it's torching on the river. So it was kind of all well played, except I could find the check on this turn. But betting big on turn is acceptable.
yeah, everything you do is solver approved. And the better play is the check the turn that we were talking about.
Yeah, probably check the turn.
Yeah.
And then like, let's just see it. So I check. Now it's jack of clubs. Let's say he goes big, he bets pot. And I just pick off a bluff catch for a 15 chip call. If he pots river.
Yeah.
And then I have the option to re-raise with queens, with jacks, with king 10 on the river. I've got some nuts. Jacks in particular, it's pretty nice that I have jacks there, like a lot.
Right, it's pretty.
Cool, I think it's pretty clear. Anything
Yeah.
else?
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Nice.
Yeah, yep.
Wait, so the river was a call? Is that what I saw?
No, the river was a fold.
Okay.
No, river was an absolute fold, especially because his bluffs got there. One of his main bluffs was supposed to be king 10.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, if the turn goes check, you call the river, but that's the same as the call on the turn. When you call this
Exactly, yeah,
check.
you call one more time with the nine pairs, basically. Yep.
What do you guys think about this one?
Range and then a cap, small blind range.
We open, call. I'm probably folding.
I don't want to fold. I think big blind's
Oh.
really nutted here.
There is a lot of dead money in there.
Yeah, but you don't close the.
Run it.
I'm not calling. If I'm sitting in
Calling.
here,
I'm gonna be
jamming.
putting the money in.
If I was in a
I'm
fish
jamming.
tank with a bunch of calling stations, I'd probably just rip it and run it, but these guys are probably a bit more decent in this game. They're not just splashing with any two, like so like the button can have some really good hands in his range.
I think
Nines
should
might be
be
the bottom.
I don't know what the small blinds
To
do.
just run
Like
the
eights,
hand.
I'm folding. Nines, I'm just like ripping it.
Small blind should be squeezing a lot, I think, and I don't know, so I don't know what the hell they're doing. And then the big blind, it's a fishy raise size, like he's only made it not, there's already 2, 4, 6, 8, he's betting less than pot. out of position in the three people. Like, it's just insanity.
That's basically what he's trying to say.
Maybe these play, like, there's not, you can see there's a lot of bad players in this fucking game, right?
Everyone's so bad, dude. Like everywhere. Everyone's so bad. We're all bad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, I'm not.
Everyone's
I'm
so
not very
bad.
good.
But I can't beat them.
Right, that's my thing. I'm like,
They're so bad. I keep losing. They call with everything.
there's a lot of good, there is a lot of good players, but there's a lot of really bad.
No, there aren't. No, there aren't. That's not true.
That's the
Everyone's
story of
so
my
bad at
life.
this game. Everyone is so bad at this game. Only some of us are worse than others, man. Some of us are worse than others.
There you go. I mean, I'm worse than most, but there's, I can see that what's bad.
The best players in the world 20 years ago are bad.
Oh yeah, no, they were like absolute fishes. Those are like 25 NL fishes today.
Yeah.
Do we have a profitable
scary, man.
run the
That's
equity spot here? HRC, tell us.
It's gonna like nines.
I don't even know if I could get this far down the tree with HRC. It's like 6 levels in. Maybe I can.
Like this big blind, what can he have? It's not aces or kings. Or is it?
Queens.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess you have like, he's trying to induce, I guess, and he's not afraid to see a flop, so it can't be worse than queens.
I don't know if they always know how tiny that is.
I mean, it's possible. It's a $215 buy-in, man, like,
Dude, the thing about like the high buy-ins is not that like all the players get better. In some ways, I feel like the bad players get worse. Like the bad players I see in 109s are just unbelievable.
and I'm pretty sure the small blind doesn't really call very much. I mean, I imagine he has some sort of calling range, but it's gotta be super small. I mean, is a small blind call with aces? I don't think so, right? You don't wanna go to the flop multi-way, do you? You're inviting the big blind in. You don't wanna
You're
go to the-
you're squeezing with aces there.
Yeah, right? So I mean, I think you're mostly just squeezing from the small blind with your range you wanna play.
Yeah, like his calling range there is gonna be weak hands that want to spike a set or flop an ace high flush. Right?
I guess. I mean, I'm just squeezing anything I wanna play.
Can we
I'm-
run it?
I'm just squeezing anything I wanna play with small blind there. I'm not gonna have a calling range, to be honest. And I'm not gonna have a calling range from the big blind now either. Once he's in, there's just too many chips in the pot.
What's your squeezing range there on this particular, in this scenario against low jack and button? Is that low jack? Sorry. under
Small
jack.
blind,
Yeah,
all
low
my pairs, except I'm gonna probably go like fives plus. Like ace nine suited plus, maybe get ace five in there, like ace 10 off plus.
Ace 10 off. Wow.
Yeah, I'm squeezing, man. Like,
about your
like, I
offsuit
could make a Broadway with that. King, queen suited. King, jack suited. Jack
No
10 suited.
ranges for this. No ranges for being 3-bet in front.
A lot of my suited Broadways. Yeah, I'm gonna jam pretty wide. Like I got
Offsuit,
just probably ace 10 off plus.
ace 10 off, not king, queen.
Nah. Maybe. I mean, if I think that these guys, like if this guy's like if the button's just pipping a ton. And I think his range is way wider than it should be, I would definitely get in a little wider.
But aren't you much more
If I
worried
think
about?
he's good and he's got some like traps to induce, then I'm gonna squeeze a little, not so wide.
But also, but you're more concerned with the opener's range, right? And
Well, his
he's-
range is wider than, his range should be wider than the buttons. But if the button's a calling station, this range is gonna be wider. That's what I mean. Like some people are just fishing like to see flops, so like the button's range technically should be narrower than Joe's, but some players it's actually gonna be wider. And
There
that's
is-
really
there-
nice to fucking like squeeze on.
There's no way to solve for any of that.
You have to know, right? You have to know the players, so you have to have the
So
history.
like I don't know. Me personally, I just remove all of that stuff from my poker lexicon and like my poker mind because you don't know. Like you may have assumptions, but I mean, are you gonna build a strategy off of a hunch?
And what are you thinking?
It's
of?
why it's the
Absolutely.
exploitative part of my game. Yeah, like I don't try to play like a robot, but I do better when when I call her outside the lines, honestly. Like
So
this guy's VPip, if this button's VPip and 40, I am way more inclined to squeeze.
If I see
So
someone
what I
break the
try to
rules,
do is I try to know what the range looks like, you know, plus or minus a pip. And if it's a maniac, I'll expand that range a pip. If he's a nit,
A pip?
I may tighten it 2 pips.
Right. Well, I think we're supposed to be saying the same thing.
I mean, you are. It's just kind of like, you know, I guess I'm just trying to like maintain that like GTO baseline thought process.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jam like crazy wide. I think they're reasonable jams for the small blind. Squeeze range.
10? Wow.
I saw a 78, like 934 on Sharkscope this morning, who was just jamming every single hand, and I just wanted to call him with A6 on offsuit.
Well, yeah,
Like-
see, like you gotta be careful with that because he's acting like a maniac doesn't make it profitable for you to be a maniac.
Right. So what is a small blind squeezing
Like
range?
it does.
We looked at this, I think it's like 9s plus or something like it.
So Jack 10 suited gets in there a little bit. Yeah, he's like, I'm king, queen suited. I'm ace 10 suited plus. I might get ace 5 in there. Ace 10's way too wide.
No, this is the big,
Yes.
this is the big blinds. This is
Oh.
Not the small blind.
Yeah, I wanna see the small blind.
We want to look at what the small blind squeezing range would have been. What's the right small blind squeezing range?
That seems too tight to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's so drastically different than what you described.
I mean, no, I was ace 10 suited. Yeah, I had king, queen suited,
10 off.
queen, jack suited, jack 10 suited, ace 10 off. It just doesn't seem, that seems way too tight, whatever he's got there.
Well, everything you said though is plus, is at least positive. It just may not be enough to make it worth it.
If we make our button. a
Wait,
little-
what's the button's calling range? You have it locked. How many, what percentage of hands?
I made it this.
21, I guess. 21's probably actually kind of wide, so.
Wow, what do you think the button is doing with like, these?
I mean, if the button's calling that wide, a small blind can't squeeze as wide as I am, I'm too far out of line.
I'm gonna adjust it after again, and it's gonna only keep the hands. That already looks like a solid button strategy, maybe with this one, have it?
You have, do you have him limping aces and, do you have him flatting aces and kings full frequency?
Probably mixes.
I'm saying in the sim, do you have those full frequency? Do you have the ace kings full frequency?
That's the flat, the range he wants to call with, but if you wanna look at the range he wants to three bet with, nothing. But if we wanted to, we could easily three bet with all of these hands from the.
Sure. Okay, I'm just saying for the sim we're looking at has him flatting aces and kings full frequency, and and we certainly don't think that's the case.
Was this a live tourney?
It's 215 on ACR.
Okay.
The small blind at 20 bigs, flatting ace king.
And
Button calls?
should be this. And then,
That's never happening.
what?
Adding ace king, that's not gonna happen. Like he's more likely to just flat aces, I think.
Yeah, so this is our calling range here. Tens. The nines is losing money. So that was a nice one to look at.
It has to be tens.
What do you guys think about this one?
I fold.
Fold.
Joe goes for the call.
It's a one.
Fold.
It's probably
Fold,
okay.
especially three-way. Three-way, get out of there.
This is you defend your one gappers
It's probably okay.
versus late position and a small blind. If it was an EP, you would fold it, I think.
Cut off, small blind.
I think there's a, Louis, you got a range for this.
But we don't, but we don't believe any of Louis' three-way ranges. So why are we gonna believe this one?
I can check it on Preflop Academy if you'd like.
Most of them are good. You could tell the ones that are bad, like right away.
Yeah,
So how deep are we?
okay, so this one has 4 deuce offsuit.
I can go either way on this.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think they get in there, the 5-2 and 4-2.
I think that this is, that's 7-4. I don't think this is.
I'm not sure about the 6-3, 7-4,
So
honestly.
This is
Okay,
looser than-
outside of your
Three-way.
feelings, your personal feelings about how poker's played, basing that off of.
Okay, here's my piece of evidence.
The
We saw
robots. know.
we saw other three-way charts of Louis that were completely wrong.
Well, they fold heads up, 4-2 and 5-2.
Right.
So
And
yeah, those
therefore-
squeeze runs.
Not, and therefore, I'm not saying this chart is wrong. I'm saying therefore we shouldn't trust this chart. And I was just
Here,
adding.
I can look it up.
Yeah,
I got this chart. Let me look it
Alright.
up. Somebody read me the scenario. It's a multi-way, 20
uh,
bigs.
cut off,
30, 35, cut off, small blind.
Small blind call, big blind strategy.
So razor,
30 bigs, 35, whatever you got.
ladder,
30 big blind cut off.
yeah,
cut off. So I'm sorry, the voice is muffled. You said cutoff is the razor
yes.
Yeah.
button, and we're in the big blind. No, it's small blind.
No, the small blind flats, we're in the big blind.
Right.
So, all right, my pre-flop academy range is almost identical. It's folding like 4 deuce offsuit is starting to fold, but it's calling a majority of the time.
Great.
That's interesting. Now, if we were heads up versus cutoff, that would be a fold, right?
This is a good heads up versus cutoff.
So king deuce is starting to edge folds, queen deuce is starting to edge folds. 10-6 offsuits a fold, jack-6 offsuits starting to fold. Yeah, I mean, this is very similar to like what Preflop Academy's got up. It's full frequency along the edges when Preflop Academy's folding a smidge more.
So it's
Okay.
interesting, we expand our range a bit to some real junk when it's multi-way.
So my charts are fine, Scott.
This chart is fine. Your other chart was psychopathic.
That was
Yeah.
one, just one, and it was like mixing frequencies with the weird stuff. You need
I
to
think that,
be able to like outrule the outliers.
God, I've looked through the charts. I think it's really just that one multi-way squeeze chart set on 20 big blinds. I think that's the
Okay.
only one that's really jacked up.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys do here?
Oh, you know what I'm doing, Louis. We already talked about this one.
Yeah,
We bet 2 people, it's a large bet in the 2 people.
it's a half pot. What?
I am check raising this.
Yeah, you
I'm
defend by
tempted to-
check raising.
I'm tempted to check raise, fold. So I'm just gonna check raise small, I think. So if he blasts it, I could just fold right away.
It's a pair board. How does the big blind defend on pair boards?
By check
Yeah,
raising,
yeah. Raising small is great.
Let's see what Joe
Raising small is
does.
really good.
Joe check
Oh,
raising.
finds the raise. Oh my god.
Yeah, kind of
Big raise.
medium-ish, but not bad. It's kind of-
Joe
it's
the
almost like half
wizard.
pot.
Joe the wizard strikes again.
Wait, I would have raised a little smaller, to be honest.
I mean, maybe 8. Like, I think I'm clicking half pot there, so.
Hey, we picked up equity. Kinda.
So we should bet.
So I'm gonna check here because I only have the 6 of spades.
I'm gonna bet here because I only have the 6 of spades.
I'm gonna check and hope he checks back, and I'm gonna check call unless he
Oh
goes.
no, we're partying. We're partying here. You picked up a spade, you got a spade, we're blasting.
And we're blasting, are we blasting as in shoving?
I bet small. I think that's probably good.
This is probably fine just because SPR is kind of goofy. I think it wants to polarize here, but
Not with the 6. I mean, we got the one of the worst flush draws we could have. So I don't think he wants to do more than small. I think he's hoping to get a fold right away here.
no, I don't think it's about having the flush draw. I think it's about blocking him from having flushes.
6 doesn't block a lot of his relevant flush draws. I mean, it blocks some, ace 6, king 6, queen 6. 6, 5, maybe. That's about it.
Look at Joe the Wizard at work here.
Does he
That's
have
crazy.
those?
You see this?
It's all small bets.
No,
Out
that's
of the sim.
facing the small bet, yeah. If you size up. Still a bit of a thing.
Right. But we check fold against the larger bet more than,
Yeah. But against a small bet, it's a party.
exactly.
40% raising.
Party.
So you gotta realize too, he bet into 2 people. It's not exactly like a heads up spot because technically when he bets, it was 3-handed.
I know.
Then when the other
but-
guy folds, we still don't have to defend as wide as we typically do because we only share a portion of the responsibility.
Right,
So-
so now on the turn, when the jack of spade comes, a hand like 8-6 is betting when we have the 8, the 8 of spade,
And not the 6 of spade.
not the 6 of spade.
Right. It has a tiny bit, it bets a little bit with 6 of spades, but yeah, mostly checks.
Okay, so we bet small and we're called. And then the 4 of spade rolls off.
There's only 12, 13 big blinds left. You might as well just put it in and pray for the best. I guess
No.
check call. No, I guess you just
I
bluff.
don't know,
catch.
check call. Give him,
Yeah,
let him,
check call,
let
right?
him bluff
Just check
this.
call, for sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
Check, check. Oh,
Just had us all the way.
5, 6, 8.
Joe the Wizard got tricked.
Yes.
This is,
but he didn't-
I
but
think
he
this
didn't
is
lose 12 more
more-
big blinds.
I like this game, even though we lost it.
And if we had the 8 of spades, he couldn't have it.
That's true. But it works.
Alright, and I just
So
wanna
blocks his
see,
continues too, I guess. The 8.
so we would barrel. Like on any 9 or lower. And we bet less on spades. Than on other cards. We wouldn't bet the 5,
We
but
bet
we
our
would bet
sixes.
anything lower than a 9 here.
Yeah.
When we
But the key
check
card
raise,
for us is the 6, 7, 8, and 9.
so if the flush miss on this turn, we bet it. Oh, Jonathan needs has a favor to ask.
Yeah, I already did.
Good, thank you. He appreciated you.
I'm appreciated immensely. What about you guys?
We need to
He
vote for
really
him.
wants that, poker personality. I see a lot of that.
Alright. And we click on him.
He deserves it. He's a poker. He plays poker and he's a person.
Oh, he won the second step?
There we
He
go,
got the
JL.
second.
Thank you.
I
for-
already voted
Guys.
twice. Is this a third vote?
Yeah,
Oh, there's another one?
Guys, I
They're
just opened up
queuing.
VCR. Is it, did it break, Poker Tracker with the new update?
I haven't been on there.
I'm through it
Okay,
again.
My poker tracker's fine.
maybe I'm an update behind. It sucks. So now I'm playing tonight's, without HUD. Oh, nope, it found it. It took like 6 hands. Okay.
Okay, what do you think we should do here?
Jam.
All of it.
Yeah, calling, I don't know, calling seems kind of crazy with half of our stack. My rule of thumb is once I put in a bit over a third, I'm just gonna put the rest in.
Send everyone.
The one thing there, I don't hate about the call instead of the jam is that the initial rate, the initial jam was large enough to disincentivize anyone who doesn't have a real hand from trying to get us out of the hand, I think. I think we're protected. by-
Right, so it's not like a 5 big blind jam or
Yeah,
something
where we have
where someone else could just. Yeah,
Yeah. Like, for example, if let's say lucky 7 jams, someone who has no action yet over our 17, that's a big difference than if the initial raiser does. And I still don't like it if the initial raiser does.
So this is our calling range, so 10-0 would have a hard time with this.
The jacks are happy to do it. And then,
Yeah.
and then take a look whether we call or whether we jam.
It wants to call,
It
Okay.
should be jam, right?
but it doesn't care.
I really thought so. I thought this was
No,
just a
because
jam,
you
but
didn't give him a 3-bet jamming range.
I did.
it should show up if it's. Like it'll build out ranges for both.
Too bad, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, okay, good.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's nap time.
What time is Matt Affleck today?
He's after Tristan Ray. I think Tristan's at 4 Eastern and
Okay.
Matt 6,
Okay, great. So it's nighttime.
I think. Or it might be 6 and 8. Actually, I think it is 6 and 8. Let me check my email.
Oh, the hand earlier when we were in this similar spot with the pocket nines, were we ripping it?
Look at how ecstatic he was before he saw our hand.
Tristan is at 5 and
Scared we
Matt,
are on that.
Tristan is at 5 and Matt, I think, is at 7. Yeah,
Pocket 9 was folding. For me,
Need every bit of our set to win.
pocket 9 was folding this.
Hmm.
We have a pretty big sweat here, you guys saw?
Yeah, it was huge. It was
Look at that flop, he has a straight draw, flush draw.
I love that at least the queen on the turn doesn't help him.
Ask if massive sweat. What do you guys think we should do here?
I think we should bet.
the mic.
Bet range.
I agree, that's small with the.
I agree bet range.
Yeah.
And it,
Our
Like,
range loves it, our
I
hand.
think we
hit-
find some weird, I think we find some weird big bets there too, like more than you think.
Yep. But not that hand.
Maybe, honestly, like under pairs are pretty trashy there. They're
Yeah,
not really good for much.
no.
Oh, fancy open. What do you guys think about this one? Button cannot hijack low jack, 40 big blinds, queen jack off.
Your
It's fine.
mic is kind of muffled.
Kind of. It's like I can't hear a word.
Full frequency.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, full frequency open.
Alright,
Your microphone fixed itself.
yeah,
Louis and Nick.
am I? I could be.
Think you can check here pretty easily.
It's
Yeah.
a term of endearment.
Uh, Check or bet big?
I think just check.
Yeah,
When the king comes, what do you guys wanna do?
bet.
I want to
It's a
bet
key
like
card for us.
60%. Yep, I'm doing the same.
What do you guys wanna do here?
Flat. Can 3-bet as well.
Ace ten off.
We need to call here. We're not sure?
We could probably call once if we want to, because we're in position. I think
No, I
majority we can
think
just
we
fold.
could.
This is gonna be
I think
mixed.
offsuit ones we could just fold.
We just check?
I would check back here. I would probably check the river as well.
I think we can bet for value here. I think we bet thin for value.
Probably, but like, he has some kings that are gonna check back on the turn, like the worst kings, like king 9 suited, king 8 suited, king 7's a 2 pair, so disregard. But like,
He has worse jacks that can call. Maybe he calls with a 10.
I don't think he's ever gonna call a 10. Like if he has ace 10 here, I don't think he's gonna call when we bet. Well, depending on the
He
size.
should have bet ace 10 on the turn, you know, when he got a legitimate straight draw. So
Man, you guys are just, these like thin value bets in these weird river spots are just like, it's not really a thing when you get like some of these higher tournaments here. It's like, you're just gonna flip the doom switch constantly.
Yeah, you're like looking for trouble when you bet the river here.
You are alley-ooping like these protected ranges and you're just gonna get, you're gonna get jammed on so much. Or called down by better, or just folds.
You could also be looking to like, he had queen 9, ace queen.
I'm like, bro, what? I gotta go. I mean, this is true.
We could bet half of the time here on the river for value with the hand like ace jack.
Where are the bullets?
good.
What bullets?
What's
Somebody's
the
trading for
turn?
aces.
What's the what?
Can we see the turn action? Yeah.
Check, check.
When he checks, do we ever bet? Was one of the questions.
I think it's a pretty reasonable bet. Once
No,
he's
No,
checked
I
twice.
check back every time.
But after he checks again, that's where we start to. When he checks the river, this hand goes up in value a little bit.
And look at the suited
So-
version of it. Look at the suited
Just
version.
have
of it.
Just out of a question. Alright, so when we bet half pot, what does this queen X do? That doesn't have showdown.
It calls,
No, that's got showdown.
queen, right?
That's got 7.
The 7, okay. Queen 9, that's the straight, queen 10. That's
Has a pair, has a showdown. I don't think he has any non-showdown.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he actually has a lot that doesn't have some kind of equity, does he?
But he is ripping like
A
10
lot.
9 here. There are a lot of rips here.
And there should be.
Yeah, as there should be. So, and I'm pretty confident that when we bet 50 and then he rips it, we're probably folding ace jack.
Oh, geez, yeah. I mean, I might be overprotecting in this scenario. I don't know. I've been on the receiving end of one of these, you know, marginal value bets and getting jammed in my face, and it's just, it's hard to, I mean, I guess it's easy to play against, like, you just have to fold, but it sucks.
I don't see a lot of people with creative river bluffs though. Like when someone check raises on the river, it's a very, very highly skewed to value as opposed to bluffs.
I mean,
This is a Sunday Million, right?
No,
Yeah, this one's
it's a
gonna be
Sunday special.
215's maybe a different animal.
Yeah, this is like we're just facing against a different, a better class of criminal, if you will.
I mean, there's some truth to that, like, okay, so like the 215s is probably towards the bottom of the buy-in range, like a lot of the high stakes fellows. And, you know, they've got the appropriate blockers. They'll make your life miserable.
Like I mean, I usually play $55 at
I
the
like
top
that
end.
fold.
I don't usually see a lot of creative river bluffs that way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, like I play a lot of the 55s too. Unless I have like somebody marked who plays much higher, I usually don't see that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Galen, you were talking about, you know, it's the better the players, the worse those thin river value, you know, bluff river value bets are.
They really are.
Right. But the reason that I was thinking that it might be okay here was the number of times that we've said in this, what is he doing? What a terrible idea. That made me think that we were not playing against a high percentage of players, only because, not because of the 215 buy-in, but just because of our comments.
Well, and that's
That
fair.
could have been one of the good ones.
It's definitely fair.
The thing is, when you see them blast off with like a nothing bluff, you need to look at what class of hand he has and what he's using to bluff with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of our what are he doing weren't from the bluff sizes. They weren't that. They were different kinds of mistakes. The kinds of mistakes that, or at least what we're considering mistakes.
okay, so what do you guys wanna do here? It's blind
I like
versus
this.
blind, we limp. We get this flop,
Checking.
Joko,
I'm either checking or betting one big blind. Mostly
I'm
check.
checking just because you're blocking top and bottom pair.
You mean top?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Top and middle pair.
Now I'm no longer. Oh, that's good. You know, at least doesn't have a 5.
I'm still check calling here on the river.
Yep. I'm with you, Vince. We talked
Like-
about this one last night, actually, when we looked at this.
so what do you guys like to do here?
Just call.
Yeah, if you raise, you're never getting called by words.
Yep,
Right,
that's
really.
that's good logic.
Like we're
there.
just bluff catching here for sure.
You have to hope he's bluff catching you with like a hand like 6s that he didn't want to jam pre-flop or 3s.
An 8.
Oh, he's jamming every pair, but like if he ever has like king high here, if he ever has like an 8, even though we block an 8,
Yeah.
like when we jam, they're just never calling with worse. Like ace high is not calling here.
I
How many,
agree.
how many pairs does he have that flat are limp?
Nothing. He doesn't have any pairs.
Yeah.
Arguably, he shouldn't have any aces either. So it's
Yeah.
like, if we jam, does he call down with king high? And I don't think he does. I think we just call.
Yeah, Joe goes for the raise. I don't really like it. But opponent folds.
Yeah, like he had nothing. He
I
was
don't
just-
know, it's reasonable. He could call us off with an 8 there.
Well, the thing is, you get free information when you go to showdown and he never calls with worse, I think.
We looked, this guy was running like an insane HUD. And I mean, he probably just triple barreled off like with, 7-10 offsuit or something crazy bad like that. Like, it was definitely just a call spot. I think.
Yeah, I think so as well.
he also he does have aces, like the suited aces that he can just check with pre-flop. So he could be doing that with an ace.
I like sizing up here.
Size up and hope he has a king. Yay.
What do you guys like to do here?
Probably bet like half pot.
I don't.
I wanna
like-
go bigger.
I think
I wanna-
we only have one option here. And everything else is bad.
I'm an all-in fan here.
Not a pot size?
Nope, you need
Right.
to rip
I
it
mean, why
because
pot size and not all in? Like, what, yeah, your value's just gonna wanna jam here, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
yeah, you just wanna rip all in. For the times he has a cooler 4, we're gonna take everything.
I just think SPR is close enough to where it's, it's not insane. It's a big
I
polarized
don't, I
bet.
don't think a king is calling a jam.
You could check. I'm pretty sure King's supposed to be calling a jam.
Not all of them. I think you can probably fold the worst ones.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Like trash.
Like
King's
if he
probably-
has king 6 suited here, I think he's just folding to a jam.
Well, because he covers you, he still is left with something behind if he goes broke. So that's a reason where maybe you can jam that river. But yeah, I think you want to let this guy know that he still has some chips left. So I think even 1.5 pots here is still going to get a lot of value.
You think that there are hands that call 1.5 that don't call 2x, that don't call the rip?
I think it makes it easy on him to call with a king, right? I think if you jam, his king is going to worry and maybe fold. But I think
Two
if
king,
you
5-5.
go pot and a half on the river, I think every king is going to call.
6-6, maybe.
Threes.
Yeah, king 3-3.
Yep, we play ace 3 the same. Yep. We bet small.
Yeah, he checks. Put the 9 of clubs there instead.
No. It's the 9 of hearts. We have ace 3 of hearts.
Except it's a one-tone board.
Oh. Yeah. We have, so we can't get our,
Yeah, so there's no 2 flush draws.
yeah, that's weird, because our flush draw helps us, but who cares? It doesn't come in.
So we size up on the turn, which I like, I agree with.
Yep.
This seems to be 80% pot or this one here, geometric.
So just to show, for example, how polar the river is gonna be, I would say click 30 and then put the river out. I bet it still jams.
So like five of
This should be
clubs.
like, this should be like 2x pot or something crazy like that.
So make him check.
Yeah,
I mean, ace three is
yeah,
not even in there
so,
anymore.
oh yeah, there you go. Like,
Yeah, but it's doing it on purpose because like it's using the 80% size to make the river jam, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's geometric. It's going either 80% or geometric with this hand. So 143. 143 makes it easy for us to get on this river. And then just.
But yeah, I don't hate the jam. I don't hate it. I just want to capture more value.
So
Yeah,
all of
because
it on this river. We need to bet a bit like, that is slightly bigger here, more like 80%. And then.
Like
go a
when
bit on
we,
this river.
I think when we, so when we bet pot here, we get called by a king, but like pocket queens is folding.
Ah, man, sometimes people, you know. Well, it doesn't have.
Like
to.
when we
Doesn't
bet
have pocket
50% on the river, pocket, like probably every pocket there that he has is calling as well. Like pocket eights is calling here when we bet half pot. So it's kind of why I like it. You just capture more value. And plus we're never folding anyways if they wake up with a bluff, right? So I think that's one of the situations where like we just can't go wrong.
Somebody's playing on global poker.
Look at this,
Sorry,
big blind lead.
That is not a donk board. Tell him that.
That is not a down board at
Tell
all.
him tell him to take that bet back. We need to fold.
Take it
Do
back.
we?
We don't need to. I think the backdoor flush is. Yeah, backdoor flush on backdoor straight, I guess.
Wow, I actually really
And
hate calling.
two backdoor straights. Yeah,
I would rather raise or fold. Calling is like we're burning chips now.
on that flop, are you clicking it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like 2.5x. Like what were we looking for on the turn? Like let's say an ace comes and then he's still barreling. We're gonna call and then he's all in on the river.
Yeah, it
Well,
felt really thin, right? Calling on
Are we calling down with the worst ace possible?
If a king or a queen turns, it might slow him down, and particularly if it's a heart too, right? Like we might pick up the straight draw, the flush draw. We can hit an ace. Like
we did pick up a straight draw, by the way.
yeah,
It's kind of the same thing. It's like, yeah, what if we're folding on the 5? Like,
Right, why do we call what do we call the
what are
flop?
we calling the flop for?
Just to hope that he doesn't bet the turn?
Like, are we looking exactly for like the 5 of hearts so that we also have a flush draw?
well, any heart or like a king or a queen, he might slow down is the other thing too. But yeah, I think it's raise or fold there.
Let's say he does slow down. Are we bluffing with the ace high?
No, ace high is good.
This is a raise. But now, What, go back, why, when we raised the flop there? let me get- Is this not a dry board that we are way ahead or way behind on?
No, it's, I think at
We
this
looked,
SPR, your raising strategy is just a top pair kicker oriented.
Okay,
You'd raise ace eight and all the higher ones and check call with all the lower ones.
yeah, you're just raising the top of your flatting range. This should be like the best ace that you flat pre and don't raise with, so
okay,
that's what we looked at.
okay. Okay. Are we near ICM yet?
No,
Okay,
we're almost 1/3 of the way through.
okay.
What do you guys like to do here?
Fold. I
Call.
know people are gonna say call, but I just want to fold.
Call, and now fold. And it's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Especially like you have stats on big blind. If big blind isn't very three bet happy, then cool.
Yeah, the sizing was a little weird, 2.38. A little big.
Yeah, but there were multiple callers.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Shouldn't
we're
we
getting
do
good.
this?
We're getting good odds if we see a flop, but
Wasn't that an open though? There's this weird,
I believe it was.
call it 25 big blinds, hijack. Full fucking frequency and right in the middle. Oh, so many. Now give us 30 big blinds and it's still. Oh yeah, he must have stepped away from the table. That is such an open. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What hand was that? Jack nine?
9, 10.
10-9.
No. Okay, so we're
So-
approaching, you're approaching the money bubble now. So there's a couple hands that he folds a couple pips off of.
Oh, okay.
So it's 11:40. So it's getting
Yeah.
late on Sunday.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's this is close to the money bubble.
okay.
There's another hand that's even like more egregious than that one. It's just obvious. He's gotta be close to the money bubble.
Okay. Yeah, because this is a 10-7 raise. Yep, that ace three would be an open, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
we're definitely, okay. Here we are, ICM.
In Chippy V, I actually like raising 4 deuce suited there.
Like this one, Jack nine. What do you guys think?
If we're folding 9-10, we can fold Jack nine.
Yeah, if this is the money bubble, I don't mind it. I think it's fine. Especially if like the button doubles your stack. If he likes the 3-bet, then even more. So reason to.
Uh-oh, bubble busted. What do you guys like to do here?
Check.
I'm just going all in.
Shove it.
Oh no, he calls and I'm losing. Oh no, again.
I'm probably folding that flop. If we're still on the bubble.
Are you folding this?
Nope.
No,
Shove.
I think I'm just ripping.
Snuffleupagus.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
This is terrible.
What?
But of course, we run so good on bubbles. We
Yeah.
run the best.
give.
The bubble's already busted. Like, look at what these guys are showing up with. That guy wouldn't have flatted last hand if it was the bubble, right? He flatted queen four.
Yeah,
like
we're
marginal
already in the money now. Calm down.
This is definitely in the money.
Yeah, then this is definitely in there.
Oh,
Everyone just wants to go to bed. Give us a flush.
an ace? A five?
Give us a wheel.
King, win with a king.
The king.
We're with
That's
a-
show.
Look at this, we're gonna be against ace, queen and eight.
Oh my goodness.
That ace jack is so bad. That ace jack call.
Oh,
Is it? We ripped for like 12 bigs, right?
No, we called a
this
rip.
guy jams and this guy calls. This is not where you wanna invest your money.
Ace jack, ace jack is, can't be good there.
I
Can't
think
be-
it's close. I think it's close, like against GTO
yeah.
ranges.
It's probably a fold. I don't think it's like super insane though.
This is very wide. I mean, the button jam, the small
Let's
blind
find out.
call at 12 bigs. Ace jack is
Yeah, but
not
like
that bad.
the button should have a bunch of trash. The button has like literally jack eight suited.
Sure, but we're not calling with a bunch of trash.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, but even us, like we can have like pocket sixes.
No, no,
we
no,
can
no, no,
have,
no.
Like
Like
Really
we,
bad.
like the small blinds still have like king, queen suited, king, jack suited, like ace, nine
Yep.
off, those kind of hands. So ace, jack
importantly,
is not.
hands,
Yes, but for the ace jack to be good, both. of
but
us
he
have to be
dominates, and that's
below
important.
Range.
Not that
you
bad
can
of
have
a
anything.
call.
You can each just have like tens and nines, and he's profitable. You know,
You can't, yeah, okay.
I think it's gonna be close. And even if it's bad, I don't think it's that bad.
It's gonna be losing money. It's gonna be losing money. Come on, lose money.
I think it's gonna be losing money. Right.
I think that looks about right.
Is that? No, it was but okay.
Yeah, I adjusted the open jamming range for the button. It was a bit greedy here with suited sevens. Still even more greedy now.
I mean, yeah, suited sevens is pretty spicy.
I mean, what about 8-5 off?
Get in there. Get in there.
Just get in there. 10-5.
They're not calling. They're not calling.
Jack deuce off. Get in there. 6-4 off. Get in there. It's
I've
like
done-
You have a
what?
blocker. You have a blocker to ace jack, man.
6-4 is like nothing.
I've done that with ace five. I mean, not ace five, 8-5. I've done it.
6-4 off is like reverse blockers.
Well, it's after midnight. The money popped, right? Some people have to go to work, so yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's a
true.
real
That's
thing.
real.
that does
That's a
count.
real thing.
Yeah.
Sleep equity.
Sleep
Get
equity,
that sleep
equity count means a lot.
Yeah, I didn't expect to go this far in this tournament. I can't believe I still have 4 more hours to play to move up.
I got this supporting meeting tomorrow. I got my money back. I'm happy.
I'm gonna win this tournament in the next 15 minutes, or I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
give him the call. Give him the jam. Full
I
frequency.
played in the Thursday free rolls that Ignition had for a while. And the opening rounds were just jam, jam, jam. It's like, I'm gonna double up or I'm not gonna waste any time here. People
Yep.
were playing that way. I've invested no money.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I had a tournament where I saw a maniac like that. We sit down, we're 160 blinds deep. The first hand, there's one guy who limps, and then he opens to 16x.
Mhm.
Right? So the flop went 3 ways, and he led the flop for 55 and then jammed turn. Right? Queen 8 off.
Yeah,
So it was like, all right.
he's playing a different game than you. He's there for a different reason. Louis, what did you have to reset to run this 3 times?
Why not?
I mean, what was?
Because
were the-
I was using the calling range instead of the 3-bet all in and it's 2 big blind more and Vince made me do it again.
Okay,
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it correct.
Yeah, I didn't see what it was.
Who said that earlier?
I did.
All right, let's see this.
Yeah, small blind has A7 suited. Yeah,
Was that ace jack I see?
Ace Jack?
Boom. Who be throwing dispersions, huh?
It's in there.
Ace
0.05?
jack off, get in there.
Hold on, he hasn't finished.
Yeah, 1.5, ace jack off, get out of there.
Oh, wow, you can go away with ace queen off here.
So on a good day, ace jack makes 0.05 chips.
Yeah, it makes nothing.
Yeah. I was pointing out that everyone's like snap fold ace jack. I think it's closer than you think.
You're right. It's snap
It's
fold.
closer.
If you wanna move up in the page jump, I mean, this is, oh yeah, this is a chippy V solution.
We might be.
Yeah,
at
but if we're-
right now,
we're like barely
If that
into
was
the
an
money, it's-
ICM call, this is a chippy V snap call. Like,
Dude,
what are we talking
this
about?
this is Chippy V. The bubble just burst, so all
Yeah,
the
so-
pressure's.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
There's
back to
still
not a ton of
ICM. There's still a bit of
for small
ICM.
stacks, there's not a ton of ICM. There's
We
not, I
can
mean,
move
yeah.
up, we can ladder.
Yeah,
But there's
it's-
also like, we're running GTO ranges here. There's always skew factor, you know, like what if somebody's in there with 9-7, right? Like, it happens.
right after the bubble burst, there's almost no ICM pressure, right? Because it's a while before the first jump.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why people go
But
kind of.
put money in with 11 bigs with ace jack off facing.
Which site was this game on?
This is ACR.
Hmm. Yeah, because Poker Stars, like the first pay jump after the bubble burst is brutal.
brutal as
like-
in takes forever, or brutal as in is a larger.
It takes forever.
Right.
Yeah, it's 100 people, and it's only for another like
Hands
half
off.
a.
No, the first pay jump, I think after in the money is like 400 people.
Depending how big the field is.
Yeah, like the field on
With ICM, it's terrible. With ICM, it's terrible.
Poker
too.
Stars is insane.
Yeah, with on an ICM chip model, ace jack is losing its shirt.
Yep. Okay. Mm,
Damn, don't call.
Oh.
We can check
well,
there.
I guess we do that. I guess we bet there. We bet there because he defends by check raising, right? That's why we're betting there.
While it's a pair board, the higher the pair, the more we lean towards range betting. Maybe this one wants to check a bit more.
Yeah, I was just looking at this particular hand. This is another one of those. We're so far ahead or so far behind.
Yeah.
And
When you want to
nothing-
look at
nothing
a
is threatening to it.
protection check, like aces is going to be your best
Yeah.
protection check.
But I guess it is.
Right, absolutely.
If he
If you're
defends
ever
by
thinking
check
about
raising,
just, yeah, if you're ever thinking about just like that.
but only aces. That was just this hand that I was thinking about.
Do queen 5. Because we're looking for cards that's not in our range to offsuit range to open.
Right, and we were looking for there not to be a straight draw.
Pure bet.
Okay, just bet everything.
Oh, no.
Oh, also, by the way, the big blind is not continuing by check raising there
They're not?
against early position.
Okay.
It's against the later positions that it wants to do that, right?
I don't know. I just learned that we continue by check raising here, but I didn't hear the more specific thing.
And that would be right, Scott.
But look what
Why,
it's check raising with.
why would you say otherwise? You know, on pair board, we mostly defend by raising.
Yeah, but look what it's check raising with. All
I
the
think-
flush draws. A 5 and a queen.
Was that a
So
flush?
if you think that, what do you think this would look like with no flush draw?
I got you, bro.
This has a straight draw. But
Yeah,
we'll
this
look-
says a straight draw.
yes, but that's okay. We'll look at we'll look just.
Yeah,
at
but
the-
regardless, it's like
Yeah.
Look at this, we raise. Even bigger.
4%. Great. Yeah, we're raising with the queens at 4%. Great.
But now we start folding. Oh,
We're raising like
Raising a bunch of the tens.
22%.
It's
We
like-
still mostly continue by raising.
Half of the continuing range is raising and the other half is calling.
yeah, I guess the tens don't need as much protection as the fives do. The
Yeah,
tens
they're
get
bad.
more better cards.
Yeah.
So like if you look at the tens, they're much more mixing in their the small tens like 10-9, 10-8. Offsuit there, right? Or just not check raising, just trying to get the showdown with hopefully a check on the turn.
Yeah. Like all of the check raises before with the 5 is now just a flat.
Yeah, I mean, there's still with the flush draw, there's gonna be some tens that check raise there.
What are we supposed to do here?
I would like to fold.
What?
I think you can fold here as well.
Are you guys mad?
Don't take a marginal spot. Right, for 1/3 of our chips.
Is this marginal?
Yes. It's marginal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be ahead, but yeah, you know, it's certainly not premium.
Here, I don't mind a fold here.
Anyone else on team knit today?
I am the captain of Team Knit and ready to pick players in a snake draft. I got Peter on my team.
Yep.
Louis picking Vince.
What? For what?
Are you on team knit or are you on team spew?
I'm on team knit here.
Ah, I got Louis. I got Vince. Louis.
Tim reporting in from Team Knit.
Oh, yes. Yes.
In theory, this is definitely a call, I think, but I am probably too nitty. I'm folding.
Oh,
Oh, you almost got him, Louis.
You should be calling this though, I think. Like, it's probably calling way wider than this.
I think so too.
Sam, do you think we're calling here?
I think we're supposed to
Just
call
suited
here.
Broadway.
Against
We're
a
ahead,
human, not
like-
against a solver. You're against a human.
These
What team are
people,
you
they're
on?
jamming like decently wide, so
All
I
right.
think that
Also,
people
All right, you got Sam.
people's like push fold strategies
this is really
are
close.
fairly robust.
Savio's
So-
in on team jam, team call off.
See, it feels like, at
You got
15,
Peter?
people are
Where-
probably doing
Peter?
a split strategy where they're raising not all in with the top of their range, so. I don't know, they're gonna show you like pocket sevens, maybe like
All
seven.
pairs, right? Like most of the pairs, all the pairs. So you're flipping
They're gonna
most
show
of the
you like,
time.
they're gonna show you queen, jack suited here, they're gonna show you king, queen suited, stuff like that, I think, a lot.
Okay,
Like,
this
it's
is what
not,
I take.
the ace kings and the pocket aces of the world are definitely just not all in opening, I would think.
I don't think the small blind has a non-all-in size at 15 bigs.
The small
So
blind?
like, yeah, small blind versus the button. Like,
Did I miss
I'm pretty
something
sure
there?
Jack 10 off is ripping it here.
Oh, dude, I actually did miss something. This is like supposed to definitely be a call. I'm probably calling this.
I'm pretty sure ace 8 is a call, according to the charts, but I want to fold. Those are
He should
two
be
different
going
things.
for, like, he's gonna have all the wheel aces here. He's gonna have way worse.
I mean, like ace 8, well, according to this, ace 8 is like close, right?
Did I lose Peter to team call?
No. It was the guy at
Yeah, you
Salvio
lost
in the
Gabe.
chat.
Oh,
Okay, no,
Yeah,
I knew, yeah, no, Gabriel, I knew that Gabriel said that the ace 8 was right, but that he wanted to fold with us. So he's
No,
with
it
us.
was
He roots for our team.
it was Savio in the chat who wants a team call.
Okay,
I definitely just flip flopped.
yeah.
I can read the future.
Buddy
Louis
wants something.
is adjusting the range to make himself right.
Well, it's using like this here, so I don't think that's fair, right?
Okay,
If I do best response, it's picking this. So, I'm being like, I'm cutting to 10% of aces.
okay.
But that seems to be a bit nitty, so I'm like not going full frequency with these.
Okay, all right. That's fair.
But then that jack nine, no, thank you. And then maybe a little bit of this and this.
Sure, okay.
So.
I didn't realize which
Makes
range
sense,
regarding that you were
doesn't it?
adjusting.
Like he's supposed to rip like all the offsuit tens, right? Like king
What
10,
is he
queen
doing
10.
with pairs like this here?
I think he's ripping.
Pretty sure he's ripping all the pairs too. Full frequency. Like,
He's probably gonna be ripping like tens and worse. Full frequency, any ace is ripping. Probably offsuit,
I don't know.
Broadway, full
I don't know if
frequency.
he's ripping ace deuce there.
yeah, maybe like
probably
ace
should.
3 off plus.
Ace deuce performs horribly post flop and you have a very relevant blocker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
that's
mean,
why you fold.
I think some people are folding it.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we have a flatting range here. Is the main thing.
Yeah.
So who said? Why do I only have one person on my team? Scott, what have you done?
You have
went
two, no,
to-
you have Savio. Savio's in there.
Thank you, Savio.
Savio, Gabriel.
Call, but I'm not like really thrilled.
Oh, yeah, and you have Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have- but I have Vince. I have Vince on team. Nate. So
I'm on team net here.
By
Like,
getting it in.
Don't you know that whenever Vince says something, it's usually wrong?
yeah. The thing is, I have to think that this guy, for me to call ace 8 here, I have to think that this guy's playing correctly. And I don't think anybody's playing correctly.
yeah, we were playing against people.
Like, I don't
The
give,
thing- we come back to
I
the
don't
same
give him
thing
enough respect.
All right.
Well,
let's
we'll
see.
and win.
We'll see how close it is. But like the reason that I didn't want to take it is I think it's going to be a marginal situation.
Yeah.
And so even if you're a little bit right, like, is it going to be a
Oh, look
lot
at
right?
that.
I hope so.
Easy fold.
Alright. I'm
Go
ready.
team net.
Back.
Go team net.
It's okay. I thought it was more of a call than this.
honestly.
That's,
How we were
what did
gonna
you
do
do
it,
to adjust the range?
But I believe, like, if we unlock range and we just like make it run normally, it's gonna be a call, right?
Right,
Yeah,
against,
on the chart is a call.
against a GTO player.
Just to adjust the range, his jamming range. Did
Right, that's what we did.
you?
Yeah,
What?
we did.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use HRC, what do you have him jamming? That?
Yeah,
Reasonable.
right, against a GTO jamming range. The ace eight is a call, and I bet it, but I bet it makes a marginal amount of money.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yes, Scott.
And again, and the more he plays like we expect humans to play, the more marginal it gets, right? That's what we've determined.
Seems to be reasonable logic.
Yeah.
There we go.
We could do this in our real lives, or we could just push a button and reset regret. That would be great. I would do that every day.
Reset regret.
Move it to the left a little bit.
Every day I would do that, yeah.
So against like the. Okay, so let's adjust it again.
Wait a minute, what, so against the GTO, we got what?
Against like the really wide range, it was a call.
Right,
The primary answer, basically. Like if we unlock the range for the small blind, it's a call. And if we get like the small blind to jam something like this, it's all, of course, a fold. So
Yeah.
it's really depends on what we think.
But so this jamming range that you have is too tight.
yeah,
Like
no,
way
this is
too
not, no,
tight.
this jamming range, this is way tighter than
Right.
the range is. Of course, we're not playing ace eight against
Where
that.
he's jamming like most of the suited broadways.
Why don't you just put in whatever the jamming range is according to a chart?
Yeah, we could do that as well.
This
That's
is
really-
that, so this range with like all the negative numbers is the chart response. Yeah,
So this would be his jamming range.
Yeah, take
just
those
do that,
off.
just leave it at that.
And take off ace deuce. That's all I'm asking. No, suited, leave suited in.
Leave
Suited-
this to it and take out the offsuit.
Yeah, take out offsuit ace deuce.
Yeah, and then that's it.
For the offsuit broadways, maybe like
We are shifting the chart from GTO to poker coaching approved.
Wow. What do you think is jamming here for 50?
Poker coaching is not a GTO chart?
Yes, it is.
Not if you're removing the margins.
Oh,
It's a equal stack GTO chart. When you put it in HRC, it has the stacks in there.
Okay.
So like realistically, like it's 15.8 big blinds. So
okay, whatever.
they'll start getting like really marginal stuff.
So suited lines we want. Alright,
Eights and tens at par frequency.
all aces. Suited nines and king eight.
Pretty sure all the king 10 off as well.
But this is exact GTO.
Put the king 10 off and then do half and half for a queen 10, jack 10. Yeah. That's the exact chart.
if he jams this, I'm pretty sure.
Against the chippy V jamming range, I think we have a call.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time. Like if we're playing against a guy who's just reading a chart, then it's a call. But it's just like I don't respect these players enough to call off here. Like I think that we don't need to take this kind of marginal spot.
Yeah, with the.
Strongly agree. Strongly agree.
It would be.
It's like, yeah, we are technically positive EV, but then it's like we're just pumping up the variance for no reason. We could just like play post flop easily.
I agree though, because we're opening from the button. I think had we opened from early, we could fold this.
Yeah, I mean,
Small
like,
blind. I think this is I
a small
like
blind jamming range is gonna completely affect a button open.
they're just gonna run you over if you fold this, I think.
Why, if it induces them to jam wider, then it's going to be great when we call off with ace 10, where we really do have a positive expectation.
Have 45, he has 15, so
yeah.
Gamble I would take.
So say we open from middle position. And the small blind rips into us?
Yeah, then this is the fold because ace 8 is already at your bottom of your folding opening range.
Yeah.
Good guess. We're gonna see. Then.
Yeah, eights is mixing still.
Yeah. Would still have a call if we open from earlier position, but it's a lot thinner. Like if we want like 10% of aces. Aces here is 0.25. Still ace nine. Right, that was a very interesting hand.
So yeah, if you think that